to decide who will be our middleweight mayhem champion. They're light, they're quick, they'll fly. Doom and Genesis, Hard Cheese and Mammoth, Typhoon and Zap. Anything can happen. This will be baffling and bamboozling.
From the Edinburgh Air Cadets in Scotland, Typhoon.
This machine can spin at 70 miles an hour, circular in shape, the chrome look, but it has no Sremek, can be toppled.
Roboteers, stand by.
So as RefBot surveys the scene, let's just check our house robots. Sergeant Bash, of course, with the flamethrower, can go a long, long way, that thrower. And shoulder to shoulder with his pal, Matilda.
Roboteers.
Don't really want to examine their relationship too closely.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Well, the early action surrounding Genesis, the silver, Zap with the hazard strikes. There's Typhoon spinning away. And Typhoon looks the most effective of these. Immediately of the middleweights, spinning around madly there with the 770mm diameter steel pipe to cause damage. Look at the action from Typhoon. And where are the rest gone? There's Mammoth the walker. Ho-ho, Typhoon here. Poor old Mammoth is stuttering around. Stay out of trouble if I was you. Ian Burrell, a robot driver, a service engineer, my dread. Oh dear. He's cut the legs right out from underneath Mammoth. Typhoon is really whipping up a storm here. Tremendous stuff for the Edinburgh Air Cadets. Flying Officer Peter Bennett, Cadet Gary Cairns, Cadet Hazel Taylor. This is a formidable machine. Well, this is only a middleweight contest, but I think if you threw Typhoon in with some heavyweights, they'd have a real chance. Mammoth's chances? Well, I'm not too sure. To be honest, I think my lawnmower could probably do better. Archie's in the background. RefBot comes in. This is Genesis. About to be counted out, I'm sure. Still other robots fighting, though. Doom and Typhoon and Mammoth just about for plucky Ian Burrell. This is the end of Genesis. Do you fancy Genesis? Something in the air tonight. The Air Training Corps team is grounded. Have a look at this. It was a short flight, and they crashed back down to Earth with a bang. Bango Genesis. Oh dear, is that a tear? Never mind, eh? Well, meanwhile, let's have a look at poor old Mammoth. Next to go, Close Encounters of the Robot kind. And the woolly Mammoth has gone, and Zap has gone too. This is great fun. Bash looks on, didn't need to get him. A pair is twice as nice. Now, Archie's and Doom, we'll have a little bit of you, please. Thank you. Onto the flip, and up they go. Poor old Doom, oh no! Doom, Zoom, Matilda came in with the tail, just add insult to injury. Look at this. There he goes, Doom. And Matilda comes in with the tail. And the ending of this particular tale sees Typhoon, the one team standing.
A mammoth fight! Hard Cheese to Doom, Genesis and Zap. Hey, Typhoon, only robot standing, they win the middleweight melee. Well done, young man. Well done. Well done. Come here, sir. Come here. Come and join in. That is one mean robot.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a middleweight.
Yeah.
Why didn't you build a heavyweight?
Well, actually, now that we've won the medium weight, we want to challenge the military heavyweights.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Now, do you think you could survive in there with the big boys? I think you could.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we might see if we can arrange that. We'd love to see you do it. I tell you what, serious robot. Did you enjoy that?
Definitely, it was great fun.
Extreme middleweight melee, and you are the winners. Hey, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Typhoon!
From Edinburgh in Scotland, Typhoon.
The Edinburgh Air Cadets, to be precise, represented here.
Okay, so the cadets are here with Typhoon. Have you seen Broadsword?
Yeah, we have.
What do you make of it?
Fairly weak. It should be a walkover.
Do you reckon?
Hopefully.
What about the sandwich?
We'll go for their wheels.
And then there's the other one.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. But you're in fine fettle, good working order. How fast are you spinning?
Just over 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
A rotating cone with a heavy steel outer ring and electric power system, a highly agile unmanned fighting vehicle with rotating claw-shaped hammer cutter weaponry. Can be toppled though.
Roboteers, stand by.
For the teams then, Steel Sandwich there on the left-hand side, John Frizzell and Jacob. Typhoon on the right, captained by Flying Officer Peter Bennett. There on the left-hand side, Broadsword, Julian Adam and Oliver Richards. And on the right, Malc 1.5, Kyle Connor and Christy McBride. In the arena for the house robots, Dead Metal with the claws and the blade. And there's Shunt in there too.
3, 2, 1.
50 kilos and under these machines to survive the opening melees to go through to the middleweight final. Broadsword chasing down on the back of Steel Sandwich. The blade weapon is a little bit unwieldy, isn't it? There's the spinning Typhoon that could cause damage. Steel Sandwich away from Dead Metal. Broadsword trundling away and looking for something to impale. Meanwhile, Malc 1.5 does a private battle with Steel Sandwich. Typhoon careering around and bumping into Broadsword. Broadsword edges away. Very close as the pit release button is depressed. Down goes the pit very, very quickly. We're seeing there the shunt camera and Broadsword top of your picture, and they're being pushed away as Malc 1.5 under pressure from Dead Metal. Can't get the little spike weapons to work there. Carl McBride, son Connor, daughter Christy. The shunt camera again showing Malc 1.5 in real problems. Can they get away? Slammed against the arena side wall under pressure. Typhoon spinning from Steel Sandwich's attack. Very level so far. Something has to give. Oh! And it's Malc's wheel has given. Come off! We saw it there from the shunt camera. One wheel on my wagon and I'm still rolling, clawing, scratching along. Malc 1.5 dragging Steel Sandwich towards a CPZ. But you see now their mobility has been impaired. And in comes Dead Metal to slice and dice, which is nice. Clawing onto the one remaining tyre of Malc 1.5. They can only spin in a tight circle. They can't go anywhere to get away. Steel Sandwich, middle of your picture, doesn't seem to be moving. Oh, Typhoon in trouble on the flame pit and burning, and still burning Typhoon. Okay, now, oh no, you can still see the flame, which means their electric motors could be burning. Malc 1.5 is being counted down, and this is frantic stuff, isn't it? Typhoon still pushing Steel Sandwich away. That's the end of Malc 1.5. That's Broadsword in trouble as well. Typhoon goes behind the ref, but it's all happening here. That's the end of Malc 1.5. They've been counted out. Typhoon still turning. Steel Sandwich still moving. More from the shunt camera down there to try and illuminate what on earth is going on. We've seen there Julian Richards of the Broadsword team. It's hectic stuff. The sword's been bent and buckled up. They're on the arena side wall. Down comes the axe of Shunt. Broadsword in real trouble. Their weaponry buckled and fragile. Oh, the bottom's been torn off. Broadsword has cease is called, and we can all breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Typhoon and Steel Sandwich Jr., the only two robots still moving there, so they move into the middleweight final!
Typhoon Twins.
The clusterbot Thunder and Lightning
259.
with the big vertical disc.
Typhoon.
4 rotating claw-shaped hammers on the side.
Steel Sandwich.
Has a ramming spike. Typhoon on the left, captained by Flying Officer Peter Bennett, 259, and Adam Clark. The Typhoon twins on the right-hand side, captained by Neil Harrison, Steel Sandwich on the left, John Frizzell, and oh, there's JJ. And there's Growler too. And with him in the arena for the House Robots, Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1.
A lot of pride at stake for the Edinburgh Air Cadets, and when they split as they have done there, the Typhoon twins, let me tell you that one of them has a red flag on top, the other a white flag. Typhoon, the big one in the middle there, has a black flag next to Steel Sandwich, which took a heck of a buffeting there. Steel Sandwich with a very low centre of gravity, but slow speeds as well. 8 mile an hour top speeds, just nudging in on Typhoon. 259 takes a direct bearing, I think. Yeah, in the end towards the pit release. We've seen Adam Clark do that in the ball. One of the Typhoon twins very near the pit. 259 overturn, topple. Can they recover from there on the edge of the CPZ? He's trying to get the vertical disc to get a grip so that he can self-right Adam Clark, and I don't think he's going to be able to do so. The Typhoons are trying to whip up a storm either side of Steel Sandwich. The twins, the smaller of the two, with the side skirts. The Typhoon twins, Thunder and Lightning, gang up as 259 is about to be counted out by the ref. Well, that is such a shame. They're counting out with the ref for 9. 259 hits 10 and out. They've gone. The hopes of Adam Clark, that is. Oh, looks pensive and disappointed as Growler tries a little nip. Tries to get some sort of purchase. You just saw John Frizzell and the Steel Sandwich controls. I'm not too sure if they're moving freely. The Steel Sandwich simply moving on one side. 259 on the floor flipper, courtesy of Dead Metal. They're about to be flung into the air. Flying over the war zone as the Edinburgh Air Cadets, Typhoon twins and Typhoon look on. 259 crashes down very close to Growler's jaws. A wry smile on the face of Adam Clark as Growler comes in for a bit of metal munching. Takes a grip, 259. Dashed, dented. Something's come loose on one side there. The control box, I think, dangling away into the pit. 259 out of the contest. Steel Sandwich about to be counted out as well. They're not fully mobile. I did mention that 2 or 3 minutes ago. You see this wheel on this near side isn't moving as Lightning comes in. We're into the last 10 seconds and the judges will have to decide who wins it, Typhoon or the Typhoon twins. It's a right royal RAF Air Cadet ripper in Edinburgh. The judges have to decide which way the winds of fortune will go for either of the Typhoon teams.
The judges have made their decision based on style, control, damage and aggression. And they haven't gone for the twins, they've gone for the big daddy, they've gone for Typhoon! You're the big daddy of them.
Yeah.
Did you expect to win or were you worried?
Well, we've been having a couple of problems with controlling the robot, but it seemed to work okay.
How about 259? Were you scared of 259? Because I thought that was the favourite for that bout, really.
Yeah, we were scared at the start, but then we decided we'd just go straight in for their weapon and hope they got and see what happens.
And you certainly did.
Yeah.
And squadron leader there says there was no team orders. You weren't fighting as a pair.
We aren't Ferrari. We had no team orders at all.
It's been quite a successful evening for you then, really, hasn't it?
Yes, we've done well in all of our challenges. Picked up the Lightweight Championship, and now we've got the Middleweight Championship for the 2nd year running.
You're proud of yourself, aren't you? Well, we're proud of you too. Hey, take that award. Let's hear it for Typhoon!
From Edinburgh in Scotland, Typhoon.
A rotating cone with 4 claw-shaped hammer cutters on the side there.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for this middleweight contest, Dead Metal with the pincers and serrated saw and Growler.
3, 2, 1.
This for the Robot Wars 7th Wars Middleweight Championship then. And Steel Sandwich in the centre of the arena looked purposeful, trying to chase after Typhoon, which has won our last 2 middleweight competitions on Robot Wars. And they buff it there into the front of Phoenix, I think it was, and spin away again. look controlled, don't they? Being chased by Steel Sandwich. Steel Sandwich and Phoenix similar in looks. Steel Sandwich with the red sort of squash tomato logo on the front and cross stripe, as opposed to Phoenix with a straight red lifting arm. Bottom of your picture there, just in front of the ref bot. Now the name of the game, boys, is Contact in Robot Wars. I don't know if anyone told you, but waiting up when it's over. Ah, ref bot! Well done. On we go then. And back to the thrill of the chase. To the thrill of the chase. Typhoon spinning has been a lot more adventurous than this in the past. Oh, a lovely pirouette. Dances like Fred Astaire. This is Robot Wars. A little bit of a cut and thrust. That's better. That's better. Go on, go on. Missed. Phoenix, I think, is about to go into those long, dark Phoenix nights. Steel Sandwich chasing Typhoon. Typhoon away. Just away from the ref bot as well. Ah, I see now. They're pensively working out an angle of attack. The sandwich that bites back. We'll wait and see as Phoenix is inexorably counted out. Growler awaits. Oh dear. Just saw a little Christy McBride there. She's 6. Conor McBride, brother is 8. Oh, and they won't want Phoenix to be bashed up. Meanwhile, back to the main event. Steel Sandwich and Typhoon, the two remaining sparring partners then for the middleweight contest. I'm not too sure if Steel Sandwich has both wheels fully mobile. I don't think it has, which means if Typhoon can launch a series of rams, then Steel Sandwich will be pitted. Phoenix is flipped. Great distance from the floor flipper, faced with just a middleweight machine. 42 kilos in weight, Phoenix. Yeah, problems with the motors early on, Phoenix. That's what I was telling you about. Steel Sandwich in the end had to go down in the pit. And Typhoon once again, Robot Wars, the middleweight champions.
6. The Steel Sandwich is past its sell-by date. The Phoenix cannot rise from the ashes. Typhoon, they're the middleweight champions! Hey, 3 years in a row.
3 years.
You're the middleweight champions again. It's getting boring. What's the difference between a middleweight and a heavyweight? Is it more difficult to build?
It's actually, a middleweight's kind of an easier version of a heavyweight because you can use the same motors and batteries. It's just that everything's a lot lighter. You don't put as much in.
I'll tell you one thing, it's a brilliant robot, this Typhoon.
Cheers.
Middleweight or heavyweight. I bet they're all proud back at the squadron, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
Good luck, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the middleweight champions for the 3rd time running, these are Typhoon!